sorry, I've sat here quite... Never question Dent's authority when I'm on this team. That's the first thing. Any more jokes about Dictionary Corner being boring, someone's going to get hurt.
This one is a special request from one of our viewers. I want to pronounce his name correctly. It's either Iam or Iam. I-A-M. Not sure how to pronounce it, though.
Iam
it is. Iam was kind enough to give us a donation in the Buy Us a Coffee link that we put in our description. And he put a video along with it, and it is a Greg Davies clip from 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. I think it's 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
Yeah, so this one is... We need a little bit of a backstory behind this. This one is Greg Davies' impression of Chris Eubanks. He is a UK boxer, very high up. Yeah, very professional boxer. So I've brought a video up, and I'm going to play like 30 seconds for us so we can hear him and see him so we can understand the actual reference. So we're going to quickly do that first, and then we're going to jump to the video.
It's a beautiful summer's day. The breeze is stupendous. I want to dance. Let me show you how.
Okay. He does have quite a unique voice.
Greg Davies can't do this.
That's what's going through my mind. I can't picture Greg Davies doing this voice at all. No. I've never known him to be someone that does impressions.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if he does impressions, but he's a lot more rougher sounding than this guy.
He's got a very unique way of pronouncing those S's. Okay, we know enough about Chris Eubanks now.
Very free-spirited. I love that.
I don't see how Greg's going to do this.
I'm going to cross both my fingers for you, Greg, because I genuinely cannot see how you can do that accent.
It's not going to happen. That's probably why it's a clip worth checking out, because it's probably going to be like the worst impression ever. All right,
but he just commits to it.
Mate, if you can say one thing about Greg Davies, it's confidence on stage.
Yeah.
Over in Dictionary Corner, it's Greg Davies. Hello.
So that's another thing that I keep forgetting to mention. It's spelt like we would pronounce Greg Davies, but they pronounce it over there Davis.
But like tomato,
sure.
Potato.
Hey, when we get things wrong, people let us know.
We all speak differently, guys. We have accents.
6'8", Greg Davies was born in Wales. He's the biggest thing to come out of Wales. That's it. He's the biggest thing to come out. In his spare time, Greg enjoys listening to music, going to the theatre, and attacking the city of Tokyo. Greg, you recently holidayed in Las Vegas. Do you have a good time? Do you enjoy it?
No, I thought it was an awful place. I think it should be razed to the ground, tarmac, turn it into a massive car park. It's awful.
Oh, you would think that.
I'm going there next week. I mean, this conversation could not be going worse for me.
You're going to Vegas?
Shit, yeah!
Why are you going to Vegas for?
To clean up.
I can't think of anyone I've ever met who's less suited to Vegas.
Imagine if I never came back, though.
I could definitely imagine you getting murdered, but not living there.
You put it out on red.
Yes, that kind of casual racism might get you murdered. Greg?
I wanted to say Barry, because I quite like the idea of being a bit... Parky.
Parky.
Yeah. How are you spelling it?
I'm spelling it the way that you would spell it.
Go on, then.
Y or I-E?
5.
Oh, that's a shame.
6. So... There isn't Parky, isn't spelled
I-E.
that way.
I-E.
Oh, is it I-E? Fuck this game!
OK, time to go across once again to Dictionary Corner. Greg, what have you got for us?
When I was an educator, as I was for many years, I was fortunate enough that there was a guest speaker at the school that I taught at, and it was the ex-champion boxer Chris Eubank. He very kindly came in for nothing to inspire the children, and he did a 3.5-hour lecture to them. That it was unusual, and it consisted of him telling some loose anecdotes, but he interspersed them with very aggressive poems. that he made up himself.
Slam poetry.
Which he shouted into the children's faces. And it was really inspiring. Anyway, I realised afterwards, I didn't think I could do impressions. I've never been able to do impressions. That I can do an incredible impression of Chris Eubank. And because he inspired me that day, I've realised that classic works of literature sound better through Eubank's voice.
What a wonderful treat for us all.
I thought I'd present some to you. And before I do, I would tell you that my agent and every member of production I've spoken to on this show has made it very clear they think this is a terrible idea.
Excellent.
That's coming after jumping on people.
I take a while to get Chris's voice, so bear with me. I have to.
It's going to take a while.
It was the best of times.
Please, a little bit of culture, please.
It was the worst of times.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. Thank you very much.
It's not as bad as I thought.
That's what I was going to say. It's not good, but it's much better than I was expecting.
yeah, like, I can imagine, like, the producers weren't telling you, it's not bad, it's just not really that great. Like, you're not, this isn't a talent show kind of thing.
No, not at all.
I mean, the sad thing is, it's actually a very good Nelson Mandela.
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds just...
You sound like one of the Compare the Meerkats. If Chris Eubank was here, he wouldn't be offended.
Say, you know what, Greg? Say pugilist a few times. That
gets me in right.
That's his key word.
I wasn't a fighter, I was a pugilist. Are you talking to me? Who the hell are you talking to?
You sound like a villain in Danger Mouse.
I know what you're thinking.
It's one of the worst impressions ever.
I know what you're thinking. Did he fire 6 shots or 5? Well, to tell you the truth, now there's excitement, I kind of lost track myself. You've got to ask yourself one question. Do you feel lucky? What do you think? My name is Maximus.
I can't believe you're still going with it.
I think I've made my point, Jimmy.
I found it very moving, actually. Crying quite a bit. Genuinely one of the worst impressions, I think. I mean, it's OK to say as well, when we go to Dictionary Corner, it's OK to say, I don't have a talent, so just move on.
If they were my fault, I'd have thee whipped for being old before thy time.
He loves it. So proud.
I'm so sorry, it's so unprofessional.
What you're doing is unprofessional. That's professional. You call that professional?
I mean, literally 2 hours ago, I was speaking to my agent, and he went, I don't know, Greg, is it that good, your impression?
I thought I'd make a lovely countdown casserole. Slow cooked it, and it's basically...
What is this, Bake Off? What was that?
And all the ingredients are letters of the alphabet. So in it, it's got apple, bovril, coriander. Then I thought, Vimto. Then a whelk, just one. Then I thought, why not an extra whelk?
I don't understand these compilations. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to it. There's just parts of jokes and like compilations that's like, if it's a Greg Davies compilation, make them all Greg Davies things. Like, or Davis, I should say. I'm not even correcting myself. Yeah, we'll keep watching it just in case there are any other callbacks to this Chris Eubanks joke. But it's just, they're odd. They are very odd, these compilations.
Yeah.
Yogurt and just a little zest. Little zest of lemon. And here it is. And I'm going to have a whelk on top. Do you want a whelk?
Oh, goodness no. I've never seen a whelk before, in all honesty.
Well, I've got about 30 there.
I'd pay £10 for a charity of your choice if you ate all of them in a row.
£10?
Can you quickly Google what a whelk is?
Yeah. It's a seafood.
Like a sea snail or something?
Yes. It is a sea snail.
Oh, it is a sea snail.
It is. Oh, man, I wish you could see these photos, but at the same time, I'm glad you can't.
Quickly, put one right up here.
Where?
Right here.
I've got to look at you.
No, you don't. Because we're going to edit it in later. It's going to get right there.
Oh, right. Here it is, right here. Gross.
Gross. All right. Let's see one of them eat one.
Oh, do we have to?
In our Greg Davies, Chris Eubanks video, let's watch these two other people eating sea snails.
What is your magic number to eat all the whelks?
I'll do it for £10,000, Jimmy.
That's
Just to see the look on your face.
checking with the gallery whether we can...
What does the banker say?
Huh?
What does the banker say?
Oh, definitely yes.
Yeah, go on.
What?
Yeah, do it.
You sure? Well, while the show goes on.
What?
Well, they're quite chewy.
I can't speak for everyone, but I'm happy to sit it out. I mean, you are.
Did you taste the stew? What did you think of the stew?
I thought it was quite nice, to be honest. Yeah, it was a lot nicer than 100 whelks. And the aftermath.
We're sharing a room.
Rob, you were recently trolled on Twitter, I believe, by a certain Susie Dent.
Yeah.
Over your misuse of grammar. Tell us what happened.
Ooh. Basically, I was tweeting. Don't want to show off, but I've been doing it. And I tweeted something, and then everyone, you know, when all the idiots start chipping in because you spelt something slightly wrong or it's a different style of phrase, and then Susie had a go as well. But the thing is, Twitter is
I think we've got them here.
I'll do it in your voice.
All right.
Come on here for a bit of light-hearted Weathering film-based bants. All of a sudden, everyone's on me case. Bring back Bebo.
What did Susie come back with? You came back with...
I needed a hyphen between light and hearted. Is that true, though? Do I need a hyphen?
Yeah.
Why? The problem is, I just say light-hearted. How do you say hyphen? How do you say the hyphen bit?
You don't.
What's the point? There's no hyphen needed for that.
Because Susie says there
Exactly.
is. Oh, sorry, I've sat here quite... Never question Dent's authority when I'm on this team. That's the first thing. Any more jokes about Dictionary Corner being boring, someone's going to get fucking hurt.
Yes.
I've got some famous sort of speeches for you. Could you give us a little bit more of the Chris Eubanks? Because it's pretty extraordinary.
Are you joking? I was born to do it.
Could you pass those over to...
confident.
It's an incredible voice.
Okay. We shall fight them on the beach.
It's gotten better.
We shall fight them on the beach, yes.
It's gotten really better.
Who's been working on it?
We shall fight them on the landing ground. We shall never surrender.
It's good, but I feel there's more.
Now it's the winter of our discontent. Made glorious summer by this son of York. Why are you making me do this again?
I really like it. It does. It does sound brilliant, but you're not the only person that does a brilliant Chris Eubank. I've got someone here who does the voice, I mean, pretty bloody well. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Chris Eubank.
I'm sorry, Chris. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you very much.
Indeed, the greatest form of flattery.
I'm so frightened. So frightened.
Chris, what do you think of the impression?
It's wonderful. The fact that he cannot hold a straight face, it means it's fantastic. It works.
It is. I bet if we covered Sean's eyes, and Chris and I both...
I have something for you. So this is the challenge. I have a tongue twister for you, gentlemen. You could pass that down. That's a tongue twister for both Chris Eubanks.
Sean's covering his eyes.
And Sean is going to cover his eyes and try and establish which one is reading.
I'm going to do it too.
All right. Should we do it?
First, he killed the Misha Mokwa,
I think I know
greatest
that.
bear of all the mountains.
From the skin.
It's okay, so the other guy has a go.
From the skin.
Made them with the fur side inside.
Chris.
Made them with the skin side outside.
To get the warm side inside, he put the inside side outside. Why?
He put the skin side outside.
Why?
He turned them inside outside.
Outside.
Who was that?
Who was that?
Yeah.
That was Chris. And then Greg, sort of, every now and again. And who else?
Vic.
Maybe you're not quite as good at guessing who Chris Eubank is as you think you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Eubank, everyone.
What a lad. What a lad.
It's quite funny. When you think of a professional boxer, you usually think of like high testosterone and like anger, and he is such a gently spoken person, and it's quite soothing listening to the real Chris Eubanks speak. It's like he's got a very nice voice, but it's just especially not something you'd expect out of a professional boxer.
No. Tell me if it's just me. Does Greg sound like Baron Zemo from Marvel when he's speaking? Like, just, I think it's German. It's not his accent.
As much as we started to go like, oh, it's getting better. No, it was just a long time since we heard that first actual voice. And we're like, oh no, it sounds nothing. It's been so warped. It sounds nothing like the original.
Like, I think it was Sean that said he sounds like a mouse of some show, and that's all I can picture.
All right, let's see the last little bit.
Incidentally, can I just say to all the people involved in the production, you pricks. I shat myself.
No, I totally see why that clip was suggested. That was great. Ian, thank you very much. That was a lot of fun. And I'm glad we watched it all the way through, because once we started getting to Rob Beckett talking about his Twitter account, I'm like, I think we're done with the Eubank stuff.
But such a gem of a compilation for us to go through the motions of like, is this it? Is it not it? But then ultimately it just stuck the landing. I love that. Thank you so much, guys. That was great. Within these recommendations, if you guys have any that you would like to give us, hit them up in both the comments section or our private accounts, private messaging on Instagram. Otherwise, if you just like our videos, please let us know by hitting the like button so we can make more content like this, because they're always so much fun.
Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you want to see more comedy reactions just like that, click on this playlist just up here and stay tuned for more Greg Davies as we start cracking into the Taskmaster series. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for the next one.
Bye, guys.